goal is to get you guys heard everywhere possible. I mean, I don't care where it is. My thing is if they're willing to play your music, let them do it. Let them do it.
Well, I'll tell you, Rick, there's been numerous internet and a few FM stations that have contacted us, and there's not a doubt in my mind that it all started because of what has been going on here at Music Mafia Radio, and and I appreciate your saying that. I mean, it's been pretty amazing. I mean, we're like in 6 countries now, and regular rotation in a couple of different stations in the United Kingdom and Canada, and like I said, man, it all absolutely every bit of it started here, and so we are extremely grateful, and we want to see Music Mafia Radio grow too, and so we do. I try to push it out there as much as I can to get people to tune in to listen, because I'm convinced, as you are, that the music that you are playing is better than what you're going to hear on any commercially driven corporate radio station. And while I'm saying that, I also say that there's been several artists that have been very supportive that have contacted me behind the scenes and private messages and stuff that you're building a community here. This isn't just a radio show. It's a community, and I really feel that. And I mean, that's something that I've never been involved with before. I mean, I can't speak about the rest of the country, but we have other bands that we're friends with, but there's also a lot of competitiveness, because I mean, it's a limited market as to venues to play and stuff, but really hadn't felt that from the folks at Music Mafia Radio, the other artists included.
Well, and I tell you, I do feel like we've gotten a bit lucky here. I've been doing internet radio for about 7 years now, and I've dealt with all kinds of different crowds because of the different platforms of shows that I've done. And, we really are trying to build a community. And, out of all the different platforms in radio that I've done, I have never been more honored than to be a part of this community. The listeners we have, the artists, I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen one negative word in our chat room about any artist, any song. As you said, artists are meeting each other and in some cases collaborating, or whatever the case may be. And again, that's what it's all about. The competitiveness. I can understand because of limited venues or what have you. Sometimes the competitiveness gets the best of you. But for the most part, I truly believe that. If we're going to make this happen, and when I say we are going to make this happen, I'm talking putting these indie artists in front, and not just here, but everywhere, then we got to work together. We got to work together as musicians. We got to work together as radio stations. We got to work together as show hosts. It's important that we work together. I mean, many of us out here preach it's for the artists, it's to spread the word. Well, we need to prove that. We need to prove that by leading by example and working together.
Absolutely. We need each other.
But, all right, you guys are getting me all emotional.
Oh, it's time for another beer.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's see. You know what I want to do here? Now, I don't want to put you on the spot here, so feel free to shut this right down. But there's a particular song that I played about a week ago, and you messaged me after I played it and told me how much that meant to you and what that song was about. Now, is that something you really want to get into, or should we just kind of skip that?
No, I'll talk about it.
All right. Well, the song I'm talking about is called Little Dancer. You got it listed as Crystal's song. And I played this for the first time here. We've had it in our library, but I played it for the first time about a week ago. And you had messaged me, and there is quite a reason for this song.
Yeah, I really wrote this song for me, and I question whether it should even be included on the album because it's so different from everything else. But I got to tell you this little story to tell you the story behind the song. So my father split when I was pretty young, and so for years and years it was just me and my mother and my two sisters. And my baby sister Crystal was a dancer. And if you're with somebody all the time, you just don't really, sometimes you just don't notice them. And she was quite a bit younger than me, and so she was always like the pesky little sister. And so one day when I was probably, I don't know, in my mid-teens, it just really sort of dawned on me one day, how beautiful she really was. I mean, she was just a beautiful little girl, and and like I said, she was a dancer. So fast forward 25 years or so, and 2010 was sort of a tough year for me. I lost my mother to cancer in January, and not long before I lost my mother, Crystal was diagnosed with the same cancer, and so she fought it long as well as she could. So late in 2010, same year I lost my mother, Crystal was nearing the end, and she was in hospice, and so I was with her when she passed, and I held her hand, and that's what this song's about. It's me telling the story.
And again, Cliff, I wasn't trying to put you on the spot with that. I after talking with you about this, I really felt that it's a good song and it's an important song, and I think a lot of times when people know the backstory to particular songs, it does even more for them. It means even more for them. And again, to be fair, I gave you the option to pass by it, but the only reason why I asked you about it is because, like I just said, I think it's important for sometimes for people to know the meaning behind certain songs, and I really felt like this was one of those ones that it means a lot for people to know the backstory, what created this song. And I truly thank you for sharing that with us. I know that had to have been tough as hell. We're going to take a quick break here. Here is that song. This is the Cliff Wheeler Band. This is called Little Dancer. This is Crystal's song. And we'll be back in just a few moments.
deep inside, dealt with them so gently, still you couldn't hide. Emotions swell within me, the tears begin to flow. I wish you'd never leave me, but I know that you must go, so I hold your hand. Breath of life is ending to heed our Father's call. Differences now mended, we made it through it all. Time is now I can see, as I pray the Lord above. It's one thing that He'll grant me, that you can feel my love, so I hold your hand. Our days on other number, we all will hear the call. So when my days are over, the writing's on the wall. I pray she knows I love her, and through it I stood tall. Knowing my little dancer will catch me when I fall, and you hold my
All right, welcome back, and that was the Cliff Wheeler Band. We're hanging out with the Cliff Wheeler Band. We got Cliff Wheeler, Gary Orlando, and now walking in, we have Garrett Wheeler. What's going on, Garrett?
Hey, how are you doing?
Doing good, man. It's nice of you to join us. Better late than never.
Yeah, sorry about that.
So what is it like, man? First off, how old are you, Garrett?